Hello my beauties, thank you for joining me again for yet another video. On today's video we're talking about how to pull off the elegant lady look without looking like a great mother on her old photos or like Medea in her Sunday best. I know that sounds crazy, right? So are some of the things we think of when we think about elegant style, in particular when we talk about pearls, tweed, sequins. On today's video I'm sharing with you some outfit ideas that will instantly elevate its look that can sometimes look vintage or aged. I love it because it is feminine, it is classic, and very flattering to a woman who is ready to embrace her womanhood. Today's video is in partnership with Rihoas, so it means I'll be putting to the test all these tips that I'll be sharing with you with outfit items that I picked up from Rihoas. They are an online store. I've worked with them before, so I'm super excited again to be working with them because I love the quality of the items that I picked up previously and on this edition of the video. As always, I'll be sharing lots of inspiration from Pinterest, Instagram throughout the video so that you can fully understand what I'm talking about. Talk about classic elegance that is feminine with a modern touch. So the first point that we're looking at is to make sure that you have a neutral base underneath to complement any item that has that vintage elegance look to it, to give it that balance. One example of this is putting your all black classics underneath and then covering up with tweed and some pearls that has that old classic feel that is synonymous with elegance. This lovely lady, I got the picture from Pinterest. She has an all black base and a black and white tweed jacket on top of it, complete with a beret. This is very beautiful and chic. It is timeless. You can see by the silhouettes underneath, and in the same breath wearing jeans and a plain white top also gives that classic base to the outfit. Here is how I have interpreted this tip in my own look. I'm wearing wide-legged jeans and a white tank top, and over it here is a Rihoas classic. This is a beautiful neat cardigan with pearl buttons and some gold details to it. When you look at it from afar, you would think this is tweed. Honey, no, this is neat. It's a great quality of neat. If you had seen my previous video from Rihoas, I couldn't stop gushing about the quality of their neat. They've not disappointed this time around as well. This is just so beautiful. It feels and looks amazing. It is of a great quality, and that is something that you want to have when you are wearing neats. I have paired my jacket with a bodysuit. Actually, it's not a tank top, and I'm wearing kitten heels with it and a nice little clutch bag. I thoroughly enjoyed this look. I like the box shape of this cardigan. I feel like it makes it that bit extra, and I balanced it nicely with the cinched in waist from the bodysuit and the high-waisted jeans. These jeans also give that vintage classic look as well. They are non-stretch and they have that cut from back in the day. A beautiful combination that I love to see on ladies, because a tweed jacket or knitted jersey like I have on now, back in the day or under normal usual circumstances, will be paired with a similar dress or with a skirt. I like that this is balancing things out. It makes it a bit more casual but still maintaining that feminine, classy, elegant lady look that we were going for. Do comment on the comment section down below if this is a look that you would go for, or if this is an idea that came to mind when I first introduced this topic, or I'm enlightening you. Moving on to the next tip, another way of modernizing the classic elegant look is to go for a more modern and also more fitting to your figure. On this one, I'm talking about the dresses that go just above your knee or just below your knee that we used to see a lot, that are still part of the classic staple ladylike wardrobe. With this one, I went with something that is more of a bodycon, that is more form-fitting for me and more comfortable, instead of the older classic A-line tweed finish of the dress. I feel like now making it more closer to my body, but still maintaining that vintage classic lady feel with the pearl straps. I still maintain that look that I wanted, that classic elegant style that is synonymous with pearls. I really love this. I like the high neckline of this dress and just the entire shape. It's beautiful. I have linked it down below. I feel like the classic cut itself, the box shape or the A-line shape, is still a beautiful shape, but the tip here is to make sure that you go with the shape that best suits your body. While if you want to stick with the more classic way, you may suffer a little bit, so watch those shapes. Don't want to go for the boxy dress because you feel it's more classic when it's not so flattering to your shape. I feel like with my curves, if I go for something that's boxy, I would end up with that bulky section in the middle and then it fitting around my hips. It is something that I had to be mindful of. I absolutely love this dress, and as you can see, it has a nice texture to it. It's not just plain bodycon. I feel more comfortable with this ribbing detail that's on top of it. It does something beautiful that a plain bodycon wouldn't do, and it also adds to this element of texture that we talked about when we were talking about tweed, that vintage element. I absolutely love it. It's also nicely lined underneath. I went ahead and put on some supportive undergarments as well and a strapless bra just to make sure that I'm comfortable and everything is well tucked in. I'm wearing this with cream sandals as well. These are from the Fix, and a pearl handbag that matches my straps. That gives extra classic, beautiful feminine lady vibes. I got the handbag from Mr. Price late last year. I think it was in December, and it was the last one at my local store. How do you rate this outfit? Please comment down below. I absolutely love all the creaminess going. It makes it beautiful. Definitely don't want to dress like this to a wedding though, because you may look like you're trying to steal the bride's shine with the color and the pearls. Maybe for your bridal shower it would work. With my kind of hair and minimal accessories, it does make it practical for a simple date night look or a ladies tea or something. Maybe with just a hat it would make it even more dressier. What are your thoughts? The next classic elegant lady piece that we are looking at is sequins. I've observed this for the longest time, that these high fashion classic ladies love this sequin skirt or sequin wide leg pants. This is definitely for someone who does not mind being the center of attention. It's vintage, but it is something that continues to live on for longer. The tip is to balance out all the glitter with something very simple. It makes for a classic balanced look. I have this skirt right here from Rihoas to interpret this look. I've balanced it out with a white shirt. I absolutely love this, and with the collar being raised, it drops the formal and over-the-top feel of the sequins, making it more edgy and more fun. I have paired it with some neutral sandals and a neutral handbag, and of course with the sunglasses. It gives fashion magazine editor, if I do say so myself. I absolutely love this look, and of course a white shirt is a classic that we all need to have, especially if it's in cotton and it fits us really nice. I decided to go for a more fitted shirt just to balance things out. It would also look nice though with an oversized shirt. I think if it was just above the knee, then it would be the perfect balance to put it on with an oversized button-down shirt. I have to be honest, even though I'm not filming in this particular outfit as per the norm, this is top favorite. I love this. This is a look I've never done. Oh, I have done it for a photo shoot years ago. Ever I see it on someone else on Pinterest, it always gets me excited. Yeah, you can rock this for a beautiful fancy-ish dinner. It's just beautiful. It's that classic sequins, but putting the modern feel to it by not pairing it with something that's as formal and dressy. Instead, wearing it with a white shirt, it makes it really modern and chic. When we talk about classic elegant style, we cannot not mention prints, in particular floral prints. Floral prints have been a big part of ladies' wardrobes over the years, especially when we're talking elegant and feminine ladies. But now the twist and tip with this one is to make sure that you elevate with the times in terms of the size of the print and also the pattern. What kind of pattern are you going with? Because you want to look classic, but you do not want to look dated. So this is the dress that helps me to interpret that well. It's the one I have on right now. It's a just below the knee dress with a nice frill. It almost feels like the milkmaid dress, but it is a bit dressier. However, my only challenge with this, I was a little skeptical to even include the dress, but I had already come up with the tip. It's the sleeve. It's a little bit too high for me. I'm getting it fixed. Otherwise, it's beautiful. It's a lovely dress. It reminds me of those dresses that back in the days that you would put on with some white gloves and a nice little scarf and white sunglasses. I don't want to take it that far because I didn't want the look to be too costumey, but however here I'm pairing it again with that pearl handbag and the cream sandals. I love this so much. I think it's going to be my Valentine's date look. Just taking down the slit a bit. I'll show you if I do eventually go for that look. I absolutely love this. So with our prints, it's just important to observe what kind of prints, what size of print. Also like that it's just 2 colors in the prints instead of like 4 or 5 colors. It keeps it elegant. And the last point that we're looking at when we're talking about classic, elegant and feminine looks is taking the minimalist route for the style to fit your everyday life. And to put this point across, I'm using this long knit dress. Before this one, we were talking prints, sequins, texture on the tweed and the pearls. On this one, we are looking at a more minimalist type of dress. It's a plain knit dress that would be suitable even for the office, though sometimes these different looks that we shared today didn't fit that spectrum. So when we take the inspiration from the vintage feel of the classic feminine look, we can use this example. As you can see, the dress does have elements of some pearls on the collar section, but it is not over the top, and I paired it up with simple black classic items. This makes the look a bit more suitable for everyday office wear than the previous looks that were more for dates and being out there. This is ideal for someone who wants to incorporate this classic feminine touch into their everyday life, including the office. I also love the flattering length of this dress. It is very modest, very beautiful, and the shape as well, very ladylike and classic. There's also something amazing and classic about knits. That's why I was specific to go for a knit fabric for this one. What are your thoughts? Again, I almost want to say this is my most favorite look, but I'll stop myself. I've already worn this dress on the channel before on one of my previous videos. I believe it was the first one for this year. That's how much I love it. I was looking up some inspiration on Pinterest. I actually saw this picture here of one of my favorite content creators. She is wearing something similar. Luigi Alamocho also has a YouTube channel, so I was really impressed by that. I love that it is sophisticated but does not feel old or dated. Rate the outfit. If I would have it my way, I would love you to comment on each and every one of these outfits that were featured today. Tell me what the dress is and rate it, please. Let's keep that interaction going. Just like that, we have reached the end of this video. To give you a quick recap of the tips that we shared in the outfits, here you go. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Do comment on the comment section down below if you enjoy fashion videos of this nature on the channel. Let me know if you want me to keep them coming, and also don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you are not yet subscribed, please do consider that if you have watched the entire video and enjoyed it. See you on my next video. I love you. God bless you.